Okay, so I've been watching more videos on how we need a revolution and all that, and surprisingly, I did not know this, but I do now. Barack Obama, both the House and the Senate passed this. They're threatening our First Amendment. The First Amendment. The freedom of speech. That's why, the reason why it's the fucking First Amendment is because it's one of the most important fucking things in the Constitution. You do not threaten that. I am outraged, completely outraged, that the government is trying to take away freedom of speech. Freedom to gather, freedom to protest. They're saying, what the bill basically says is you cannot be by a government building protesting. You can't be by the White House protesting. You can't be by any federal funded building protesting. Anywhere that cabinet or Senate members go to protest, you will get a felony. It's bullshit. If you ask me, freedom of speech means you have the right to protest at those spots. Now, if you take it out of hand and get violent, yeah, you should get a felony. That's my personal opinion. But if you're just there protesting, peaceful protests, then there's no fucking reason for you to get a fucking felony from it. This is pissing me off. There is no fucking reason for them to have that type of thing. And excuse me for my language, but it's making me mad. There is no reason. That is our First Amendment. What's next? They're already trying to take the Second Amendment away. They've been restricting gun laws for a long time. There are a couple states that have held off. Alaska, for one. Oh, it's wonderful up in Alaska. You can be a felon and still own guns in Alaska, but there are restrictions on it. It can only be a bolt action, no semi-automatics. You can have revolver pistols, bolt action rifles, but hey, if you get a felony, yeah, you shouldn't be able to get whatever gun you want, but still. I mean, that's why I like Alaska. Felony in Alaska, they overrid federal law saying, no, Second Amendment overrides felons can't have own guns. What they basically did was instead of felons can't own guns, felons can, as long as it's not a violent felony, you can own a gun, but there's under restrictions. So, but anyway, back to freedom of speech. It's bullshit. They're taking away they're threatening the First Amendment, they're threatening the Second Amendment, and yeah, how they do in Alaska for the guns, I think that's how it should be for all the entire United States. Australia, I think it's Australia. You have to fight just to get a gun license in there. Steve Lee, I Like Guns, YouTube video, look it up. He's talking about they're trying to take the guns away. I mean, he's got a boatload of guns, it's kind of cool. But, seriously, it's the First Amendment. You do not fuck with the fucking Constitution. Period. Don't do it. Piss a lot of people off doing that. I'm talking to you, government. I doubt you'll ever see this video, but I don't give a shit. Come. Hit me with a charge. I'll put it on YouTube. I guarantee you that people will be outraged because I'm using my First Amendment to save my fucking mind and to tell you that what you're doing is bullshit. And you know it. But you don't give a shit. You say, oh, we're the government. We can do whatever we want. No, the biggest gang in the world, it's not MS-13, it's not Bloods, it's not Crips, it's not Vice Lords, it's not Gay Lords, it's not any of that. It's not white supremacy, it's not black power, it's not white power, it's not any of that. It's the fucking government. There's several videos on YouTube that you can watch and see how corrupt the fucking government is. Just look on YouTube. Look. I guarantee you, I can search videos for corrupt government in the United States, and there'll be 200-300 videos up for that. Half of them being news, Don't listen to the news, because half the time, the media is run by the government. The papers are run by the government. The government says, oh, we don't want this little thing aired or put on the paper. It ain't getting put on the paper. It's getting rejected right then and there. Everything the government's trying to control. The Xbox One, for example. I love Xboxes. When I get my Xbox One, I'm putting electrical tape over the camera on that. Because it'll be plugged in 24/7, camera always running. You know what? You want to know why they're doing that? It's because they want to watch you in your house. Video cameras, like on my computer. They're watching me film this right now. It's bullshit, and they know it. But they don't care because 90% of America does not listen. Correction. They listen, but they don't know what to do. They need someone or some sort of turn of events so they can open up their eyes, because most of America is blind to all the things the government's doing. The one good thing that, in my opinion, and you can hate me for this, and I'm not racist. I love the fact that America has a black president, but that's the one good thing about America about getting Barack Obama elected, was people started opening their eyes to what the government's doing. Because, oh, we've got a black president now. We need to pay attention, make sure he's doing things right. He's not. Obamacare, it's a waste of thing. It's completely corrupt. Let's see. The retirement system that we have in place. You pay into it, and then when you retire, it pays you. Yes, that's good. However, think about it this way. Government employees, or not necessarily government employees, but like congressmen and the president, they do the same thing, pay into it, except here's the difference. Their accounts for paying into that, the Social Security, they get funded into their own private account, to where the rest of us, it's in one massive account, and it's basically a pyramid scheme. You're getting this person to pay for that person. My father, who's retired, the people that are working at, like, the Arsenal and things like that, what they're paying into retirement, he is getting on his check. It's bullshit. That's not, it's a good way to do it, but it's not right. It's not right. Because then someone who's only worked for 10 years and paying into it and then retires, compared to someone and getting the same amount of money compared to someone who's paying in it for 40 years. It's not right. That's not how it should be. It should be one person gets their own account for Social Security, and how much they paid into it over their life is how much they get. Now, they can have it spread out to get it all at once if they choose, or they can have it spread out over 20, 30 years. I don't care. That should be their personal choice. It's their money. But no, the government is saying that, no, this is how we're going to run things. It's not the right way. It is not an efficient way. Because that system is collapsing. Everything that the government has been messing with. They've taken good systems that were good, effective, and did everything they needed to do, and said, oh, we're going to mess with this one, do this, and this. Oh, no, 20 years down the road, that system's not working anymore. Let's just take it off. Oh, yeah, it was working till you fucked with it. The government needs to stop fucking with our shit. They're doing illegal seizures. They're doing all sorts of shit that they should not do. Yet, American people don't hear about it. Why is that? Because the government runs the damn media. The government says, oh, this strip of news about the 5 soldiers in Iraq that just blew up a puppy? Yes, look on YouTube. There's a video of a soldier blowing up a puppy with an RPG. It's not right. And think about it. World hunger. The United States makes enough food inside this country to feed I think it's like 70% of all the countries that have people dying of starvation. We have enough food to do that. Oh, sorry, my computer went black for a second. But we have enough food to do that. But you don't see us doing that, because I hate saying it, but America is a greedy country. We thrive on war, yet everyone says we don't like war. What got us out of the Great Depression after World War I? We went into a Great Depression. What got us out of it? The government started spending a lot of money. No, that made it worse. You want to know what got us out of it? Getting into World War II. I hate saying it. I don't like war, but that's the truth. That's the honest truth. Going into World War II got us out of the Depression because we needed soldiers for one. We needed people to work in factories to build the planes. We needed people to build the tanks. We needed people to build the ships. We needed people to build the ammunition. We needed people to do everything. That's what got us out of the Great Depression, and people don't realize that. You gotta take one thing and you mess with it. That's what the government does. It takes a system that works just fine and would thrive on its own if the government didn't fuck with it. But the government says, oh no, we don't like the systems that work and are efficient. No, we want to fuck with them, that way they collapse. It's not right. Honestly, we need to replace this government. We need a revolution now. I'm not saying go out with guns and start shooting cops and shit. No, don't do that, because that's illegal. Because cops are here to protect us, protect our rights. No, we need to go out, protest the government, tell them, no, we don't want you fucking with our shit, we don't want you doing this stuff to our systems that are already good. You're screwing up the country, government. Obama, it's not entirely Obama. It's the entire government in the whole. It's corrupt. Did you know that the president makes $400,000 a year for life? Did you know congressmen make $200,000, Senate $180,000? They're making buku bucks for sitting on their asses and deciding once a month, going in, sitting down, saying no, no, yes, no, no, yes, and voting on stupid shit like that. There is so much more stuff. They should get, I say, and this is what I truly believe, firefighters, policemen, teachers, big one is the teachers, should get the pay that the president and all of them are getting. Because it's not right. Take the pay from actors. And I know actors are going to hate me for that, but cut their pay in half. Make it to where the firemen, policemen, all the emergency workers, they have the money. Because teachers make $24,000 a year. And most times schools are underfunded and the teachers are using money out of their own pocket so the students can have the stuff they need. That's not right. And if you ask me, we need to fix it. We need to get off our lazy asses, our greedy asses, and stop letting the government bully us. Because government, they like our social security numbers, because all the United States citizens have a social security number. That's all you are to the government. You are a fucking number on a piece of paper. That's all you are to the government. We need to stand up and say, no, we have names, we have rights. According to the Constitution, we have freedom of speech, we have the right to bear arms, we have the right to all of that, but the government's trying to take it away. Honestly, we gotta stop it. We need a revolution. I don't want to call for a bloody revolution, but I'm sad to say that's what's gonna have to happen. Well, that's all I got for right now, so peace out, and think about what I've said, honestly. That's the only thing I can say, is think about what I've said.